Hurricane Hermine was rotating ever closer to Florida's northwest coast early Friday, flooding streets, toppling trees, and knocking down power lines, authorities and forecasters said. The Category 1 hurricane packing 80 miles per hour winds was in the Gulf of Mexico only 30 miles south-southeast of Tallahassee, just south of the coast, at 1 a.m. Friday and was expected to hit land within the hour, the National Weather Service said. Governor Rick Scott urged areas along a long stretch of the coast centered on the so-called Big Bend, the elbow where the state's peninsula meets the Panhandle, to lay in food and water and make sure they had shelter ahead of the life-threatening hurricane, the first for the state since Wilma 11 years ago. You can rebuild a home. You can rebuild property, Scott said. You cannot rebuild a life. Ari Cersolari, a meteorologist for the Weather Channel, said, the whole Big Bend is in for a brutal night. Electric work crews in Tallahassee scrambled to repair power lines felled by fallen trees and tree limbs as the hurricane approached land, before crews were pulled due to deteriorating conditions, city officials said. As of shortly after 1 a.m., power was out for 32,000 customers in the city of around 181,000, the local government said on Twitter. Hurricane warnings were in effect for Sewanee, Hamilton, and Lafayette counties, and watches extended north and south to cover almost half the state along the Gulf of Mexico. Scott put 51 counties under a state of emergency and ordered all state offices closed Friday. With the hurricane comes the reality of price gouging for essentials. State Attorney General Pam Bondi activated Florida's emergency anti-price gouging regulations, barring retailers from raising prices on gasoline, water, lumber, and other necessities.